just the Iowa and New Hampshire polls and the new emails giving Secretary Clinton heartburn. She's also struggling to get the vote of some women voters. Many are blaming President Bill Clinton and his scandals from the 90s.
I've adopted a New Year's resolution. I'm going to let him live in his alternative reality.
She's got one of the great women abusers of all time sitting at her house waiting for her to come home.
It's not the first time he's demonstrated a penchant for sexism.
She used the word sexist. I'm sexist.
I have more respect for women than Hillary Clinton has.
There has never been anyone better prepared for the job that awaits the next president than Hillary.
I'm the only one that's willing to talk about his problems.
The On the Record political panel is here from the Daily Beast, Jackie Kucinich, and from The Hill, Amy Stoddard. Amy, for the life of me, I don't understand why Secretary Clinton her campaign doesn't go after Senator Bernie Sanders for what he's actually done. I mean, all he is, he's a big promiser in chief, and yet, now she's back on her heels, and now we got this issue on the front page of the New York Times about the women.
Well, she is going after Bernie Sanders, and she's saying that his promises are unrealistic and that the prospects for them in Washington are near impossible.
But even that's ridiculous. If he could do all these things, what's he been doing since 1988? That's the thing. I mean, like, if I were the defense lawyer on this, I'd think I'd hit the jackpot.
The problem, Greta, is that it's not Bernie Sanders going after her on Bill Clinton's indiscretions. It's Donald Trump and other critics, and so it still fills the space, and she's trying to attract millennial women. Bernie Sanders is beating her with young women by 21 points, beating her with voters under 45 by 29 points. And those are disastrous numbers for her, for what they portend for the general election. So she's running around trying to convince younger women who weren't around to experience her husband's indiscretions or his successes. And they're looking into these scandals thinking, what is this about? There's accusations that she was complicit in really ruining these women's lives after they had run-ins with Bill Clinton. It's not about Monica Lewinsky. It's about other cases that Donald Trump is likely to bring up again and again every time it goes dormant.
But apart from that, when you talk to pollsters who do a lot of focus groups, they say that young women aren't really hung up on the first president narrative that Hillary Clinton talks about. She's going to be the first female president. Well, young women, their view is, well, okay, I'm going to see a female president someday. I'm not really worried about it happening in my lifetime. And she hasn't sort of broken through that logic because they say, okay, yeah, I want a female president, but maybe not her.
But the article on the front page of the New York Times, I think it was yesterday or something, or the day before, about the young women, was stunning to me, the numbers.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. But this has been in addition to what's going on with Donald Trump pushing this narrative about Bill Clinton and some of the women.
I guess, back in 2008, I must admit, I thought, how could she possibly lose to the freshman senator named Senator Barack Obama? And here we are, all this time, thinking, how could she lose to Senator Bernie Sanders, who is promising the moon, and he's had all this time to do something, and he hasn't done anything.
But you just have to look at who he's attracting. He's attracting the young and the party of tomorrow, and she's attracting the older voters in the party. It's just, she's not meeting the moment again.